Hi, Amanda here with Crafting with Amanda, and welcome. Today I'm going to talk to you about the merrymaking ornaments that are available right now. So if you go to Crafting with Amanda and go to shop, then under promotions you can go and see these merrymaking ornaments. And I'm showing you them online because I am going to put together the shaker ornament, but that's the only one that I got. I didn't get all of the others, but you can buy them individually, or they do have the whole complete set at a 20% saving. Once you purchase your ornament, it comes with an SVG file. So if you go to your account and then to digital library, you can download those images. So for me, that goes to my download directory, and then I put it into my CTMH digital artwork, and I just know that's where I'm always going to find it. So it comes as a zipped file. So once you get it to where you want it to go, you'll need to extract that zip file. Different computers are different, but for me it's a right mouse click and then I have the option to extract. Then once you get into Cricut, you go ahead and say upload images, and then browse for files or drop files. So it brings up my browser window, and I'm going to my CTMH digital images again, basically wherever you put that file you downloaded from your account. And here you can see that it has that digital image of the shaker elements available for me. And that might have seemed kind of fast, and if it is, go ahead and rewatch this, slow down the playback. You can also speed up playback on YouTube, so you can catch and see the step by step. So what I'm doing is I'm actually going to make a square cutout of this image, because I'm going to cut the base out of photos, and I'm making 4 of these. And I only show 3, but I do go back and add that 4th one as gifts toppers for our friends. We had 2 different families come and visit us this summer, and we got to do some cool things, so I'm making these for them. So what I did is I just chose a shape from the general Cricut shapes. I do not have Cricut Access. I just use the cartridges that I own. And so I put that shape and I centered it over the ornament background, and then I sliced it out of the center. So now I know when I put my pictures on my mat, I know exactly where it's going to cut from that photo. So as long as I have printed the photos with my image in the middle of a 4x4 section, then it should work out. So now what I need to do is, when you go to make it on the mat, I'm moving each of these 4x4 images to the 4 corners of the mat. And like I said, there's only 3 here, but when you see the mat with my photos on it, I did do 4 of them. And I'm putting them 1 inch in and 1 inch down, just because Cricut needs to have that extra border around the edge, and I wanted to know exactly where I wanted my ornament. And you can see, like on this first one, there's a little piece of white that's at the top, and that's fine because that is going to be covered by the wood frame and then a paper frame on this ornament, and you'll see that. And here on this next one, there's actually some white all along the left hand upper edge of the circle, and again, that will not be seen in the final project. So here are the wooden shaker backs, and then the frame wood that goes on the front, and I'm just by hand cutting off that I can't even think of what it's called, the little loop at the top. So you can see it doesn't come with any acetate, and you can buy the shaker foam if you want, but I just took a page protector and cut all the seams off and ran it through the Cricut, and what I did is I used the frame circle and I hid the contour for that center part that cuts out. So for doing the page protector cuts, it just cut a single circle. So here I'm showing you what not to do. So I'm putting glue on the wooden frame that's going to go on the base of the shaker ornament, and I'm going to add my paper on top. Have you caught what I did wrong yet? There is no plastic on that to make it into a shaker element. So as soon as I got it down on there, I realized, hold on, thankfully I had used a liquid glue. So I'm putting my plastic on now, and then I will cover that with that paper frame again. And the paper that I'm using is from the Holly and Ivy papers that were in the October-November catalog, and there might be some available in the online only section on the store. I do need to apologize for my voice. We went away to Great Wolf Lodge for a day over Thanksgiving, and our son caught a cold, and he has now shared it with the rest of the house. And I'm the last to get it, but as you can hear, it's coming on a little bit. So you can paint these, you can marker them, you can just cover them all with paper if you want. I just thought it would be fun to make a frame for the back too, and I just used the shimmer brush. So I pulled the Scarlet shimmer brush out, and I'm just doing the edges, and you can't really see it on camera. I know I've said this before, but the shimmer in it is really cool. It speaks to a Christmas ornament in my world. So what I did is just put a little bit of adhesive tape on the back of this paper, the circle, and I'm drawing lines using my Versamat so that I can write basically where we were, what the event was. And I'm showing you this Melissa pen is just awesome. It has like this stiffer brush tip that, depending upon how hard you press or are light on your lettering, it makes thicker and thinner lines, and it just really elevates anybody's writing. I am not a professional calligrapher, or however you want to say that, but I just really like that. I also think I'm one of the people that I like the personal hand-done touches on Christmas ornaments. So instead of going ahead and typing them out or even stamping them, I just like to hand write it on there. So again, you're just going to glue that onto the back. And this ornament is really coming together. Now we just get to do the fun part of adding the sand from the Santa Monica beach as part of our shaker element. And I will tell you, the sand was not harvested as far as collecting it at the beach and walking away with it. This was all sand that the four of us, when we went to see the beach, my kids and I, and my husband, not when we went with our friends, collected back in 2019 or 2018 even, when we were first coming out to see if we were going to be able to make the move to California. And I had put it in a wine bottle that I had at the hotel room, and it literally was just in the bottom of our bags. And before we were packing to go home, I was trying to get rid of the sand outside of the hotel, and then I was like, oh, I'm going to save that. And it was quite a bit of sand. So I was reusing sand that had been brought home to us inadvertently. So now what I did is I added some red scoreline tape along the edge of the ornament, and I just went into my stash and grabbed this white ribbon with a gold center to it, and again I just adhered it to the sides of the ornament. I'm going to tie a knot in it, so now there's a way to hang this ornament. I'll just tie a knot. If you tie, I think it's called a square knot. For me, I never get it right to the end of the rope, but by pulling them together in over itself, I like that knot better. I'm good at that knot. So this is the first one, and now here we have the next one, where we went to Ventura Beach, and then we went to Disneyland with our friends that went to Santa Monica. So each of the families are going to get 2 of these. So for the Ventura Beach, when they were out here, their son's birthday was one of the days that they were out visiting with us, and he really, 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 really wanted to go to the beach. So we were excited about that. Our son likes to go to the beach too. So we went to Ventura Beach, which is just a little north of LA County. And so he's getting Santa Monica sand, but it's okay. It's still sand from California. And then I made my own pixie dust, I'll call it. So for the picture in the left, that's at Griffith Observatory, where you can kind of see the Hollywood sign in the background. So I put some star confetti on that one because the observatory is all about the stars, but also the Hollywood sign is about the stars. So that's what's going to be my shaker element on the left one. And then we got to go to Disney when our good friends came, and we have our ears on, and then our one friend Laura is making the heart for our shadows on the parking lot. And I love that photo, and I thought it would be awesome for a Christmas ornament. So you can see here, these are really coming together quickly. You just make sure to adhere your plastic acetate and then the paper frame. And I will off camera go ahead and wrap these all with ribbon. And here you can see the final project. This is at Ventura Beach. Here's when we were going Santa Monica Beach. And I love how these turn out. You can really kind of see details, and it's only a 3-inch high ornament. And then this is my favorite, I think, with the Disney ears. So thank you for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you'll see that the word subscribe is in red. If it's grayed out, you're already a subscriber, and thank you. Here's another video that YouTube may think that you're interested in from my collection, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thank you.